Return is in the sign of Taurus, and it's at 1 degree Taurus. I am a Pisces sun, born on the cusp of Aquarius, and I have high Aquarius ratings, as in my midheaven is in Aquarius and my Mercury is in Aquarius, and my Mercury Aquarius is rated pretty high. To make it more interesting, my Chiron return coming up, my healing journey, it's in the 12th house, okay, and things are just getting interesting. I mean, I could have been taking better care of myself. I'm getting older. I'll be coming up on the end of perimenopause, going into menopause probably in the next few years. Eventually we're going to have Saturn in Taurus, so that'll be interesting. We're coming up on new times. Currently taking a little walk around the neighborhood. Decided to be live. Got to get my walking in. I'm not getting any younger. Anyway, Chiron returns. I think it's something interesting to document, to talk about. That's the wounded healer energy. And ironically, I am a 10th house Pisces sun. Took me a long time to come into myself. Hello. Thanks for joining me. Taking a little walk, talking about my upcoming Chiron return, which will be in Taurus. Taurus is currently retrograde, and it won't be direct for a little while, but I'll be 49 next year, and spring of next year. Hey, thank you for joining me. My moon sign? I am a Leo moon, so it's interesting to be a Leo moon right now because we have an eclipse coming up next week in Leo, and also it's Lionsgate, the end of Lionsgate through the 12th. You're a Leo, nice. Love it. So yeah, I'm taking a little walk in the dark because you got to walk sometime, right? You got to get your exercise. Anyways, it's an interesting time to have Leo vibes, right? With Jupiter and Leo. We've got a stellium. We got a stellium on the solar eclipse in Leo with Jupiter. So that's pretty huge. So we got the solar eclipse in Leo. We got Lionsgate leading up to the eclipse. And with Jupiter and Leo during the same time, we are in some interesting times, right? We need to be creative. We need to be talking to each other. We gotta be visible, right? Yeah, so today's 8/8. And it's 10:45. I'm in Reno right now. 10:45 p.m. But yeah, how are y'all feeling about Chiron and Taurus? India, very nice. 9 here, 9 a.m. or p.m.? 9 in the morning, right? In India? 9 a.m. Hi, thank you for joining me. I am from California originally. I am taking a little walk, talking about Chiron and other... Oh, August the 9th already, where you are. Nice. Taking a little walk, talking about the astrology of this year. We've got Chiron in Taurus, but it's gone retrograde. We're reviewing Chiron in Aries. You know, as Chiron's going retrograde into Taurus and into Aries, then straight forward, direct in Taurus again. You guys are nice too. Thank you for joining me. That's awesome. I'm a little spontaneous tonight. Those 16, 19, lots of people online with me. But yeah, I follow astrology, and I feel like we all should. We should be following astrology and staying current with the energies. It was an okay day. I worked 12:30 to 9 p.m. at my job, and this morning was networking. You know, I have a daughter that plays a lot of Roblox. And she likes her gaming. She has streamed and made money off the gaming. So don't give up on that, y'all. You might actually do something good with that. Right? You can make money with your astrology. Absolutely. So, yeah, I'm not too much of a gamer. I have a funny thing about a game called Wizard 101, and it's so simple and it's so easy. And it's like, you just lose your mind playing a game, right? And it's enjoyable because you're not thinking about anything. You're just in the game, right? But yeah, I'm an astrology lover. You know, I'm not too sure what her favorite Roblox game is. She plays a lot of games. She's been playing a lot of Fortnite. And she is into role-playing games. And she's got a huge friend circle all over the world, even in Germany. So it's a small world. Not too sure about that. Not too sure what her favorite games are. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Logan Luffy 15, yeah, sounds cool. Dress to impress. Yeah, sounds good. But yeah, the astrology of this year is pretty significant. This year is a reset year. 2027, we're going to be more implementing the changes, I think. 2028, definitely more. I know what Roblox is, yeah. I just, you know, astrology is something I study. And I have a long-term relationship with astrology. You laughing? Can't tell if you're laughing or smiling. Anyway, my relationship to astrology goes back to being 13 years old, living in a small mountain community, and there just wasn't a lot to do there. So I found these astrology magazines, and you've been doing it for 15 years. Awesome. Yeah, so at first it was just astrology magazines I was reading, and they were in-depth, magazines. And then in my 20s, I was reading charts. Awesome. I sound like your mom. How nice. That's cool. Nice. Okay, so anyway, do you like the taste of tap water? Okay, I'm not ready for this Q&A stuff. Yes, please subscribe. Please. I'm trying to grow here, and this channel is like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be 5 years old in October. So I'm trying to grow here, and I need to have more talks about astrology. I've done it a few times, but I kind of got away from it. I was putting tarot cards on the table, and thank you so much for subbing. But gosh, I mean, I am a crazy busy woman, but I love my astrology, and I always go into my astrology bubble when it sure is. Yeah, it sure is. But I like to incorporate the two together because I keep up with what's going on with the vibes of the signs. As a Gemini rising, I do have a Gemini channel. As a Pisces sun, I have a channel that's kind of more Pisces vibes. This vibe, I think, for this channel is kind of Scorpio because it was started in October of 2021. It takes time to learn the tarot. September 17th, awesome. That's cool. Scorpio rising, my daughter's a Scorpio rising, and she has a Scorpio moon too, so I think that's pretty awesome. Venus in the first house, wow. I'm a 10th house of Venus, so I could fall in love with the collective. I could fall in love with, you know, the public. So Scorpio Venus, that sounds interesting. Yeah, transformative, right? I like Scorpio vibes. I like the transformation that comes with the Scorpio energy. It can be resilient if you allow it to be. It can be very strong. So I like those Scorpio vibes. Scorpio rising is good. My daughter's got that, and I find that to be one of her strengths, as well as her Pluto in the first, awesome. Yeah, as well as her Scorpio moon, even in the early degrees of Scorpio. I think that's great that she's got that Scorpio influence. Thanks for the party signs. That's awesome. But yeah, the astrology this year, it's a reset year for sure. And yeah, Scorpio is all about the transformation. You know, I've got Scorpio in the 6th house, and the 6th house is about the daily routines, right? So if you work on your daily routines and you really push to be, my daughter's into anime. She loves anime. She's 20. Anyway, you have to email me and I'll ask her. IHadthedaytime@gmail.com. So yeah, with the Scorpio energy, you can transform. You can really implement change, and you can take bad circumstances and turn them into success. You know, you can turn them into a learning experience. You can turn it into, you can make whatever you want out of your life, regardless of circumstances. You can like overcome. You can be strong, resilient. You can set boundaries, you know? So I feel like Scorpio deals with boundaries and regeneration, you know, like you keep pushing forward, you know? You can keep pushing forward. You can find a way. You can find a way to make it. So, yeah, with astrology in general this year, Pluto in Aquarius, and Uranus in Gemini, Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries. Chiron is gonna go into Taurus for years. Uranus and Gemini, almost the same length of time. Taurus, Chiron and Taurus goes longer than Uranus and Gemini, but we have Chiron and Taurus and Uranus and Gemini lasting almost the same length of time. Chiron and Taurus last a bit longer than Uranus and Gemini, but Uranus and Gemini, it's about the innovation. It's about new ways of doing things. We definitely need to be networking, communicating. We can communicate with people all over the world, you know. The world is accessible to us. I mean, we have technology that will reach everywhere. We can reach people anywhere almost, being that we have access to the internet. I feel like travel with Uranus and Gemini is important, and also with Pluto in Aquarius. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know we can be intimidated by people and the placements they have, and the way we see their placement. Oh, my Venus is in Pisces at 9 degrees in the 10th house, right next to my 10th house Pisces sun. So I've got like 11 points for the Pisces energy because I've got a 2-degree Pisces sun. The Pisces sun, what do you call an alligator with a leather jacket? I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, Venus and Pisces, you know, we put on rose-colored glasses, and, you know, I think the gift of Venus and Pisces is to want to heal. An investigator. Right? Yeah, so that's funny. I like that I actually have people talking to me tonight. Wow, yeah. So, yeah, we've got eclipse season this month. Back to the astrology. And our first eclipse is this next week. Lionsgate led up to the solar eclipse in Leo. And then, yeah, we have the stellium in Leo next week. So, I mean, we should be feeling creative, right? Yeah, and a stellium is pretty darn significant. So, yeah, we have the solar eclipse in Leo at 20 degrees. That would be 6 degrees away from my Leo moon. How far away? Other people have their Leo placements too. This eclipse really is significant. So if you know which degree, you know, your sun sign is, your moon sign, You know, if you know how the planets are affecting your placements, that's pretty significant. So then at the end of the month, we have, nice, Pisces, cool. Yeah, Pisces, I think we deal with karma, you know. We're like the Aquarius, but we're the step after the Aquarius. So we're the end of the wheel. We're the end of the wheel. You know, Pisces are finishers, you know. They can finish things. So I think that's cool, yeah. So we have a Pisces eclipse at 4 degrees Pisces at the end of the month. Thank you for that, you're awesome. Yeah. And that's the last Pisces eclipse. Instagram. I'm desire good things on Instagram. Where are you guys from? I know one of you is from India. Oh, my Instagram is desire good things. Yeah, I have a pretty big Instagram. I need to work more on Instagram. Oh, you live in Germany. You're from Turkey, but you live in Germany. Awesome. Yeah, Aquarius, that's the 11th house. They deal with the 11th house. They deal with groups of people. So there's group thinking involved, and you know, there could be popularity involved. There could be independence involved. When you're dealing with Pluto in Aquarius, you're dealing with transformation of groups, and you're dealing with individuals too. So you got to work on transformation as an individual, and that relates to how you deal with groups. The Instagram, desire good things. My Instagram is desire good things. So yeah, this year is a reset year. People need to be innovating. They need to be finding new ways of doing things. They need to be communicating. They need to be networking. And if you don't feel like you fit with your friend group, you should be finding more friends. Or it doesn't really hurt to have more friends, you know, to meet new people. I don't think it hurts. I don't think it hurts to meet more friends, make new acquaintances. Because who's to say we can't travel or keep in touch with people all over the world, especially with technology as good as it is. So yeah, I went online to talk about my Chiron return coming up. That's your wounded healer energy, and that is in my 12th house of healing. So I'm looking forward to whatever healing happens, whatever comes of my Chiron return. The Chiron return happens when you're close to age 50, so 49, 50, 51. With my particular placement, Chiron and Taurus will go over 1 degree Taurus several times. So I'll be implementing the lessons of the 1 degree Chiron and Taurus, healing self-worth, feeling more valuable. But you figure you need to embody a placement from within 6 degrees of a placement. So Sun in Sagittarius at 20, you are an advanced Sagittarius. You're master level Sagittarius. That is pretty high. That's at the end of the sign. It's pretty critical. So, yeah, I mean, that's got to be pretty significant to be Sagittarius now. My sun is in Sagittarius, which gives me so much energy. If you have a 29-degree sun, you cannot eat food for... Wow, yeah, that sounds amazing. I bet you have a lot of energy at 29 degrees Sagittarius. Nice. Yeah, I think it's a good time to be a fire sign. It's a good time to be a fire sign. With Jupiter and Leo this year, you got to use your creativity. You got to be willing to... Thank you. I think you seem cool too. I think, yeah, as a Sagittarius in 2026, make the most of Jupiter in Leo through July of 27. Yeah, I would make the most of that. You have really significant things to share with us. I think you do. Yeah. So, yeah, I was born in West Germany. I was born in West Germany on an Air Force base because my parents were in the Air Force. Year of the Sun, I like that. Yeah. It's like a number 1 year. So that's the beginning. And Pluto and Aquarius lasts until 2044. So oh, that's cool. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine what it's like in Germany right now. I learned like very little German. Like at one point I could count to 9 in German, and I could say like good morning, good evening, good night, you know, but I don't know too many German words. And he doesn't need a energy boost because he's 29 degrees Sagittarius. Yeah, as a 29-degree Sagittarius, oh my goodness, you have energy to share with everyone. So the room lights up when you're around. Good morning. Oh my goodness, I'm having a brain freeze. You said it's what time in Germany? 11? So back to the astrology. Yeah, 2026 is a reset year. And we're just seeing what comes up. You're talking about, you're mixing up Spanish and German now, huh? That's funny. Yeah. There's a lot of Spanish speaking here where I live. A lot of Spanish speaking people. I got a pretty good walk around the neighborhood here. Pretty soon I'll have to head upstairs to my 3-bedroom apartment where I live with a family. Yeah. In the USA, America. That's funny. Yeah. So yeah, we have a reset year, and we don't know how this year might end up. Oh yeah, my hair's a little bit curly, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I have Saturn in Aries in my 11th house. So there's networking, and there's discipline with the networking. So I show up all the time online, at least one time per week on my YouTube channels. I usually do 1 video per week, but I could do more than that because you can have 3 videos per channel, but that requires some discipline, yeah, which I'm doing other networking too, but YouTube is coming up on 5 years. I have a channel almost 5 years old. This is the 5 years old channel in October, just a few months. My channel is Saturn and Jupiter in Aries. That's a heck of a thing to have. Yeah. Now, is that Eastern astrology? Are you into Eastern astrology? You're gonna call on Instagram. I don't know, is it gonna ring while I'm on a live? It may not. I'll probably have to hang up and close this this live soon. I've actually been on here for like Vedic. I thought so, yeah. Yeah, see, according to the Vedic astrology, I guess I would be a full-blown Aquarius. Because I was born 2/21, February 21. So I guess that would put me more in the Aquarius. Yeah. So with Western astrology, I'm on the cusp of Pisces and Aquarius. So I have both. But with Vedic, I should be Aquarius. See, I don't know what that is. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, yeah. Okay, yeah, so I don't know no Indian or yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, those are the constellations. Nice. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So you've been doing astrology for a long time. That's great. I did astrology for my own research, and then, you know, it's become, yeah, so I'm on the cusp of Pisces and Aquarius, according to the Westerners. I like the karmic astrology, and I like studying past lives and things on that level. Oh, your moon is there, yeah? Well, that's interesting, yeah. That's a heck of a place for your moon, yeah. Very sensitive, and that's good. Okay, yeah. I have almost done a complete walk around the block. I've done like a full, probably a mile and a half. I don't know, quite a ways. So I've walked quite a ways tonight. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about all the stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on in the astrology. Nice, you do charts. Yeah, I have some software, Luna. I have Luna software. I have some other places to look up charts as well. Nice. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I had a Vedic astrology group tell me to study the 5th and the 7th houses. And that makes a lot of sense. Makes sense. But yeah, I think people should be on their life path before they get into compatibility. And I mean, compatibility is it's important, but being right with yourself too is important as well. So now there's 3 of you all on here. But yeah, I will close this message here. I'm coming back up on my house, my apartment. Yeah, 5 and 7. Yeah. My 7th house is empty. My 5th house is Libra. Libra is in my 5th house, my Leo house. So, but that's according to Westerners. So, in the East, it'd probably be slightly different. Yeah, because I was looking it up on a group. It was the 5th and 7th. It was a group on Facebook. Right, yeah. Yeah, you could compare multiple, you could compare a lot of information and really go deep. I'm sure you're very good at it. So yeah, I'm just about home. I'll probably, my rising sign, I'm a Gemini rising. So I'm going to be more social, and you figure if Uranus in Gemini is in my 1st house in the Western astrology, my identity is going to undergo some changes. So, you know, my nervous system, you know, is subject to some strain. I have to stay healthy, should be walking, be taking better care of myself, because, you know, according to the Westerners, Uranus and Gemini, that's my 1st house of identity. So there are physical changes that are visible. Yeah, so and then Ironically, yeah, if the Aquarius and the Gemini influence are very heavy and strong right now, and I'm a Mercury Aquarius, and then I'm a Gemini rising, I get a double dose of Aquarius energy. That's according to Westerners. No, I have Mars in Cancer. So, Mars in Cancer, second house. So that could be like intuitive work, spiritual work. Yeah. My Jupiter is in Gemini, so yeah, that's pretty significant. I got Jupiter. You're a Mercury Sagittarius. Wow. Yeah, that's quite an experience with all this fiery air energy in the cosmos active right now. Yeah, so my Gemini energy and my Leo energy are very active, according to the Westerners. Jupiter and Gemini. That's the first house, yeah. First house for us Westerners, yeah. So, but yeah, I was born in West Germany, so I wasn't born in America. I was born on America, in an American Air Force base, but not on German soil, American soil. So I'm still an American. I was just born on a military base. Yeah, first house, Jupiter in Gemini. And then my rising sign is in Gemini in the first house also, within 6 degrees of each other. Nice. Yeah. I'm nearly home. You kept me busy on my whole walk, my entire walk, for 43 minutes. Mercury is the closest to the sun. Yeah. It's pretty wild to be born on a cusp. The cusp placements, cusp people are more complicated, but it's interesting to read too. It really is. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to talk about the new era and the astrology of the new era and the reset we're having, and how we're all undergoing changes according to what's going on in the astrology, and life is subject to change, and Pluto is that little breakdown, breakthrough energy. Pluto trines my north and south node placement. Yeah, age of Aquarius, pretty significant. So yeah, I'm home. I'm gonna go inside in just a minute, so I'll probably shut this video off. But yeah, Pluto is doing some serious work in Aquarius, a little breakdown, breakthrough. And then Uranus and Gemini, that's more sudden change. It's more immediate. But I'm a North Node Libra. Okay. Yeah, I have North Node Libra, South Node Aries. So you come away from that survival and you come more into collaboration, positive collaboration. So with Pluto in between my North and South Node right now, I expect to have changes in the networking and in my groups. So yeah, so yeah, definitely I have North Node Libra heading towards cooperative partnerships. And in the past I had South Node Aries, which was needing to be too independent because I had, you know, like survival things, survival situations. The relationships were not always supportive, so you learn how to rely on yourself. And North Node in Libra, you should have more positive, cooperative relationships. Yeah. So I only have Pluto in Libra, and I have North Node in Libra. That's my Libra, and that's 5th house. So you see the sprinklers? Sweat out here. You want to get a Libra? That would be good, yeah. Yeah. I was talking to a master level Libra a while ago, and they are quite interesting people. So, but then you have to study the whole chart to really understand the person, yeah? Really understand moon sign, rising sign, where their nodes are. Okay, so yeah, my Instagram is Desire Good Things. My email is itheDaytime@gmail. And there should be some kind of a, I think my email address is on there. So I've been live for like 48 minutes, so I think I'll close and I'll enjoy talking to you later. Okay? So feel free to reach out. Nice talking with you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Nice to meet you. Maybe I'll talk to you again. All right, you. Okay, bye. Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna close. All right, bye you guys. Thanks for joining my live. You guys are amazing. You know where to contact me.